If I stay this course, I'm going to become a badass, specialized and mastered in a specific skill that allows me to become scarce. My scarcity creates this valuable resource that I possess. I alone, because everybody else is weak. They don't like the hard realities of life. Gentlemen, what's going on? A beautiful, crisp, cool morning here in the Midwest. This is the Better Man channel, where we refuse to whine and wail into the void as if that would do us any good. We know, we accept that life is hard. Hell, it's painfully hard at times. So we choose the life maxim of get harder. One of the essential things in life is to choose this long obedience in the same direction, knowing that if we'll stay the course, the rewards will be met. Our arduous efforts will be justified by the reward and the end result. We live in this easy epidemic culture. Think about it. The very word hard and all of its meanings. Man, that's replaced with this, that's too difficult. There's got to be something easier. The tried and true method of success, the tried and true method of discipline, of perseverance, of sticking something out, that's replaced with this instant gratification mindset. I want it now. I need it now. There's got to be an easier way. There's got to be a life hack. And we've all been victim to that mindset. It's got to be easier. How can I get it now? That's not life. That's not how it's ever been. That's not how it currently is. That's not how it ever will be. We've got to get out of this self-help scavenger hunt where we're looking for the next quick fix. That easy epidemic has pervaded every area of our life. Think about it. Our health, our education, our relationships, our finances, right? It's too hard to work out. It's too hard to go on that diet. And so there's always this new and trendy diet that's easier, that promises you six-pack abs in 6 minutes. Our education, we read the cliff notes of life. We don't want to put any work. We don't want to have to exert ourselves to begin to understand something, to begin to truly know something. We read the cliff notes. We want the 5 steps to success in 10 minutes or less. Our relationships. God, our relationships. Look at the divorce rate. Look at even trying to tread that path. We live in a society today that says if it's tough, I'll just replace that person with someone else. Let's face it, relationships are hard. And in today's culture, it's easier just to push that relationship to the side and go seek out a new one. Our finances. We've probably all played victim to that get-rich scheme. We want it now. What can I do to get rich now? Like I said, we're all too quick to throw away the tried and true methods. It takes time. It takes some effort. We have to choose that long obedience to stay the course. If we practice something day in and day out long enough, we're promised to see the results. We've got to get over this wanting to receive a gold star and a trophy just because we participated. We've got to get rid of that mindset because it destroys the ability to have a zeal for harshness. Let me say that again. That gold star for just showing up destroys the opportunity to have a zeal for harshness. And what I mean by that is the majority of people are going to turn away when it gets hard. When they face the mountains of life, they're quick to, nah, and whine and wail into that void like somebody's actually listening to their complaints. And they'll turn away. They'll go home. So that minority, that select few that says, oh man, another mountain, hell yeah, that's separating me from the crowd. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to stay the course, knowing that's going to separate me from the weak that are going to go back home. and we begin to have a zeal for the challenges. It takes time to transform my body. Hell yeah. I'm going to be one of those few that look good, feel good, and have the confidence knowing that I put in the work. It takes time to read that book to learn how to master a specific skill. Hell yeah. I know not everybody else is going to do that. It takes time and effort and that receptivity and that reciprocal back and forth to obtain a meaningful, lasting relationship. Hell yeah, I'm going to put in that work. I'm going to be the type of person that people want to be around, and I'm going to begin to attract those kind of people because I put in the work. My finances, instead of spending all that damn money in the fast food lanes of life with instant gratification, I'm going to save. I'm going to invest. I'm going to listen to a video, read a book on how I can make my money go to work for me. And on this path of hardness and being severe and testing yourself and challenging yourself, that's the key component. What can I do to learn something new that's going to enable me to stay this course? Life is hard. How can I get harder? We got to get rid of this easy epidemic that has pervaded society. We're standing in the fast food lanes of life wanting that salty, carb-rich French fry that's only going to make us fat, lazy, and dependent. As men, it's time that we become independent. And we have to realize one of the essential characteristics of that is choosing that long obedience to stay the course, to master a specific direction. And in doing so, other doors of opportunity will be open because we've mastered that one skill. We've got the discipline, the perseverance, the endurance to outlast everybody that's going to turn back around and go home. That's the key. That's the essential element of separating yourself from the crowd. To grab a hold of that gaze that looks beyond the temporary, that looks beyond the instant gratification. What can I get now? To look beyond that and know, if I stay this course, I'm going to become a badass, specialized and mastered in a specific skill that allows me to become scarce. My scarcity creates this valuable resource that I possess. I alone, because everybody else is weak. They don't like the hard realities of life. But I have a passion for it. I lean into that. And in doing so, I create this character. That character that transitions boy into man. That character that transitions average into superior. And that's what we're looking for. Life is hard. How can we get harder? We do that by leaning into the hard things, testing ourselves, challenging ourselves, becoming better day in and day out by actually taking the steps up the mountain when everybody else is taking steps backward. I love you guys. You'll hear from me next episode.